Hey y'all, today's gonna be a what's sold video and it starts right now. Alright guys, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name is Julian, also known as the Bearded Thrift Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online and make YouTube videos about. So it basically means I buy something low and then sell for market value on places like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. This video is gonna be 20 what's sold for me in the last couple of days on eBay alone. I'll try to tell you exactly how much I paid for the item and how long it took them to sell. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready. This one right here is going to be a Ping Rapture 460cc. That means that's the size of the head of the club. 460cc is about that big, very large club. And this one had the head cover. It's a 12-degree loft on it. Did go for $95. The buyer did pay shipping. Took about 3 months to sell because I'm pretty sure I had this overpriced. Somebody shot me an offer at $95, or I shot them an offer, and they accepted. It was a really nice club. I actually took this out and started to play golf with this club, and I loved it. But $95, and sometimes you gotta pay the light bill when you're full-time. So this one right here had to get sold, have $6 into it, so a good pickup there. This one here, Department 56 Snow Village Oak Grove house, missing a light. Did go for $19.99, and the buyer did pay shipping. Christmas is starting to sell for me. This is the second one of these I sold. $2 into this 4 weeks ago at a yard sale. This is a vintage Seagrave fire apparatus hat. Seagrave, kind of a cool company to pick up because their stuff goes pretty decent. This one took about a month or two to sell. Have cents into it, but I have a lot more of this left and a lot has already sold. $15 plus shipping on that, and that's about the going rate for their hats, or about 15 bucks. This is a vintage Patch Lot Michelin fire truck, American flag, lot of 12. Did go for $15 and the buyer did pay shipping. Took about a month and a half to sell. And I've since into this. I got that big bulk buy I did when I bought the attic. So very good there. I did look those up individually and they really weren't worth a whole bunch individually. That's why I lotted them up. This is an original Sanyo TV, DVD, VCR combo remote. It was tested. Went for $12 and the buyer did pay shipping. I have about a dollar into that. And a very fast sale there. Sold within like 4 hours of me posting it. This is a vintage pen Senator. Now on my other wood sold, I sold a vintage pen special Senator, and this one is just the Senator. It did go for $45. The buyer did pay shipping. The difference is, if you're looking at it, the handle's a little bit smaller and maybe the gears are a little bit different, but the condition on this one was just as good as the other one, so this one does go for a little bit less money if you do find them and sell them. But this one for $45 plus shipping. Got it for $6 2 weeks ago when I was in Georgia. This is the Great Escape Golf Wedge by Simmons Master Golf. Right-handed club with a stiff flex on it. This went for $19.99 and the buyer did pay shipping on this. $3 at the Goodwill. These take a while to sell. This one took about 6 months to sell. And I don't pick these up unless they're in super good condition because there's so many listed online that are in really good condition. This is vintage CRAFTSMAN USA. This is a 1/4-inch drive socket set. And then I threw in the little screwdriver with the little things on there. Went for $35 and the buyer did pay shipping on this. Paid flat rate for that. And I bought a whole bunch of this stuff in a case for $20. So I only have a couple bucks into this. But I had to break it up because some of the pieces were missing. And to sell a set that's missing pieces is very difficult because you're looking for returns there. It's bad news bears. So what I did is I just split them up in sets where I had all the pieces and they sold very quick for me, but that's not too bad. I probably have, a couple bucks into that, and that actually sold fairly quickly, so within about a week. This Eagle Claw 7520, I called it a trout fishing reel just because it was a small reel and I would use it for trout fishing, so I used that keyword. Went for $15. The buyer did pay shipping. Bought this at a yard sale a week ago, that massive crazy yard sale where all the people were, and I got that and the rod for $2, so a dollar into that. Sold very quick. These vintage red tag sweat shorts from Nike, drawstring 2XL, and these went for $16. The buyer did pay shipping. They were in pretty good condition, only one stain, no holes in them, so that's pretty good. And I got them for $4 at a Goodwill probably about a month ago. Snap-on tools, I always go over that I like to sell snap-on tools, and this is why. This is actually a fairly large socket. It looks kind of small, but it's a large socket, and it went for $8 and the buyer did pay shipping on that, but I only usually get these for like 10 cents to 50 cents max, so it's an easy $5 bill because they're easy to list, easy to ship, easy to look up. They're awesome. So if you don't have a lot of space in your house and you want something to sell that definitely has a good return on it, does take a little bit long. This took about 2 months to sell. But sockets and tools are really the way to go. This one right here, Wilson Staff Dyno Power A423 iron set, 3 through 9, plus the wedge went for $45. The buyer did pay shipping. I only have $10 into that. It took a really long time to sell. I bought a ton of old Wilson Staff dyno power sets, and they don't sell as well as I thought they were going to. So I've been taking some pretty low offers on them just to get them out of my way, because I think I got 7 left. So that took I think 6 to 8 months to sell. This Williams socket 1/2-inch drive 12-point deep socket set with the extension knuckles and the knuckle right there to go for $31.99. The buyer did pay shipping. Again, this probably have $1 into it. When it comes to Williams, that's the name brand actually on the socket. They sell a little bit slower. Still do sell. I just like to sell them in sets because their values are a little bit less than those other brands. This vintage knife, it is a fixed blade knife with the sheath, did go for $40 and the buyer did pay shipping. I picked this up for $5 about 3 weeks ago at a yard sale with a whole bunch of tools, and definitely a good sale there. I didn't know the name brand of the knife. Just when I picked it up and held it, it felt like it was good quality. When I came home and looked it up, there were some lower sold comps, but there was none of this particular knife listed on eBay, so I went a little bit higher for $40 and it sold pretty fast. This vintage MACGREGOR Pro Only golf bag, red and white. Really good condition on this. The leather was perfect on it. Just a really good looking bag. I had about $5 into it. I had it listed for $100, and then somebody offered me $50 plus shipping. I was definitely going to take that. Does take a while to sell. My golf bags do take a while to sell. It's not like, unless I get like a brand new one in, then that usually moves fast. But a golf bag to me is a long tail item. This one took, 6 to 8 months to sell. Look at this gold wing hat. This thing has an amazing picture on it. I was doing something different with the pictures, and I think it turned out pretty well here. And it is a Honda gold wing fitted small medium hat. Went for $15. The buyer did pay shipping. $2 at the Goodwill for that. Did take about 3 months to sell, and I don't know why. It's a good looking hat, Honda gold wing. You think it would sell fast, but hats, I just love to sell them. They're easy to ship, easy to list, easy to photograph. I love them. Vintage CRAFTSMAN ratchet set. This is another part that I bought for $20, so I only got about $5 into these because I bought a whole bunch of stuff. And conditions everything when it comes to a ratchet, kind of, because these were not etched. And when I say etched, I mean like the owner didn't etch his name into them or her name into it. And no rust on these. They worked properly, and they were older. They were made in the United States, and I have the whole set here and with matching numbers, so that's good. So it went for $55. The buyer did pay shipping. Only took about a week and a half to sell. I love when you're out there sourcing tools, I'm always looking for ratchets because they actually sell the fastest for me in the tool world. This right here is a NAPA double neon clock brand, the golden years. Picked this up for $16 at the Goodwill, not knowing if it worked. It was kind of a big gamble. $16 is a lot of money for me to spend on one item, not knowing if it works. But me and Kayla were in there. I was like, dude, this is too cool to not leave behind, to leave behind because it was very, very clean. I was just thinking it was going to work, but we didn't have a charger for it. It was just a clock there. So I came home, got a charger for it, worked like a charm. Everything worked on it properly, and I sold it for $95 plus shipping on this. So definitely a good flip there. And it took about 2 weeks to sell. This TI-83 graphing calculator for parts. This thing was in pretty rough condition. Didn't work. Sold it for parts. Got it for about $1 at a yard sale. Man, probably 10 months ago. It has been sitting forever on my shelf. And $13 free shipping, so not a lot of money made there, but easy $5. This one right here is going to be a vintage Sears Craftsman 65161. That number's on that box. It's called the Tombstone box, and it had the tray. When you're looking at these old Craftsman toolboxes and they have that red tray in it, it automatically makes the value go up and easier to sell online. If you just find the tray and say like the box is really bad but the tray's in good condition, you can actually sometimes sell the tray for more than what the box is worth because people lose the trays all the time. So this one right here went for $25 plus shipping. I've had it for a long time. Again, these are kind of, long tail items, these toolboxes, but they still sell. So when you're out there sourcing tools and you see a box with a whole bunch of tools in it, you get $20 for the whole toolbox. In the tools inside, usually you can sell the toolbox for $20 online. So this right here, $25 plus shipping. Probably had it for about 8 months sitting over there. Somebody offered me $20 and I was like, or $25, and I was like, absolutely, I'll take that because I'm already in the good on and probably spent about $1 on it. So right there, that is 20 would sell for me in the last couple of days on eBay. I do these videos so you can get there, find some of these items, flip them for yourself, and make some money. I do appreciate everybody that watches. Always remember, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment down below, like the video, and I will always catch you on the next one.